Yeah, it turns out when you take away people's what the money they're receiving fraudulently, they get very upset, and they basically want to kill me because I'm stopping their fraud.
Yeah, so Elon Musk has gone on Fox News. He's pretty pissed off about everything. Is he justified? I believe he is. As you know, comment down below how you guys feeling. Are you guys supporting Elon Musk and Tesla because of what the liberals are doing? And also, I got to show you, Tim Walz is laughing at Jimmy Kimmel. Tim Walz, I got news to show you guys. But first, let's go through this video of a pissed off Elon Musk calling out the Democrats.
Why do I see people like I woke up this morning and saw that Teslas were put ablaze in one of your dealerships in Vegas? I've seen this happen all over the country. Bullets are being fired. Charging stations are put ablaze. Teslas are being put ablaze. You have experienced assassination, threats of assassination for you and your family. What have you done that warrants this? Because I see nothing that you have done except help our country.
Yeah, I mean, it's really come as quite a shock to me that there's this level of really hatred and violence from the left. I always thought the left, or Democrats, were supposed to be the party of empathy, the party of caring, and yet they're burning down cars, they're firebombing dealerships, they're firing bullets into dealerships, they're just smashing up Teslas. Tesla is a peaceful company. We've never done anything harmful. I've never done anything harmful. I've only done productive things. So I think we just have a deranged. There's some kind of mental illness thing going on here, because this doesn't make any sense.
Oh, he says there's some type of mental illness stuff going on because none of this makes sense. Yeah, Elon Musk is done. He's done playing around. Again, he made Tesla to save the planet. This was a very leftist issue, climate change, and which a lot of people say now is a hoax and all that stuff. Yeah, this was the guy who started it, and now he's getting harassed, and people are threatening to take his life, and people are making websites where they're hunting down and doxing people who drive Teslas. Yeah, that's just getting pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I think there are larger forces at work as well. I mean, I don't know who's funding it and who's coordinating it, because this is
who's funding it?
Crazy. I've never seen anything like this.
Who's funding it?
You actually tweeted out, and I'll put it on the screen, the level of violence is insane. It is deeply wrong. Tesla just makes electric cars and has done nothing to deserve these evil attacks.
Yeah, imagine like you're a leftist and the whole cause like that you cared about 4 or 5 years ago was like climate change, and Tesla helped you with that. And now you hate him the most because he's finding government waste. Yeah, this is crazy. There's more. Yeah, there's more from this. Let's check it out. There is more from this. It turns out. Yeah. So yeah, let's check.
Countries. You're working on helping the blind see and all of these other things. Is it really come down to the basic? You're aligned with President Donald Trump, who also is a friend of mine, and that you have identified well over $100 billion in waste, fraud, abuse that our federal government never should have been spending. Is that what it comes down to?
Yeah, it turns out when you take away people's, the money they're receiving fraudulently, they get very upset, and they basically want to kill me because I'm stopping their fraud, and they want to hurt Tesla because we're stopping this terrible waste and corruption in the government. And well, I guess they're bad people. Bad people will do bad things.
Well, I know that overall, financially, in the end, yes, they can hurt you, but the people that they'll end up hurting are the people that work in your dealerships that may risk losing their job. The people that they may end up hurting are the people that work on the line and build the Teslas.
Yeah, so I got a Tesla, and when I went over there, it was just a bunch of Hispanic, young black men, white people. It's like, what America looks like working at Tesla. And people were going up there and protesting it. Yeah, so again, Elon Musk says it turns out that when you start taking away these people's money, they start to attack. And that's what I'm starting to think here. I'm starting to think a lot of people are being paid. There's an investment going on where people are investing, like these folks who's no longer receiving this money, right? USAID or, you know, these federal agencies getting cut off. You know, there's something deeper at work. He keeps saying it. He wants us to listen to that, and I am going to listen to that. But I like Elon. Can't tell you I trust him, but I like him. It's cool. You know, says some things, some wacky stuff here and there. So do all of us do. But man, he's like putting everything on the line here.
They're going to be
Absolutely.
the ones hurt. And that to me is despicable on their part, just because they might have a political difference or perceived political difference. Let me.
Yeah, but the craziest part about this is cynical stuff, because Tesla stock is like dropping. Obviously, you know, if every time you look up, like Teslas are being burnt and like people are scared to drive it, right? And I think that it's pretty wild, right? That we get people like Tim Walz who failed at becoming a vice president. Look what he's saying in front of everybody, in front of the audience. He's like bragging about this.
Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. So, and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, you know, and take out, just telling you.
Yeah, he thinks it's funny. You know, and again, the Tesla stock is dropping, but not because of reasons that Tesla as a whole is doing bad, but because people are legitimately scaring other folks, other Americans, into driving them. And here he is just straight up taunting Elon Musk on this. Again, I know a lot of Tesla drivers. I know a lot of people who have been investing in Tesla since day one. They have nothing to do with this. If you're like a super woke individual who thinks that people who have a Tesla, who have been probably driving Tesla since day one because they believed there was a great cause for it and have been investing in Tesla as a whole, as a stock, here is Tim Walz, who failed at becoming vice president because Kamala got smoked. Here he is bragging about the stock going down, but the stock isn't going down because it's insufficient and is a bad stock. No, it's going down because people are attacking other people and they're burning them up every other time. The manufacturing in America has gone up. It's actually the #1 manufactured car. But most of all, yeah, we got people bragging about it. It's pretty crazy. So here we go. We got, of course, Jimmy Kimmel. Very excited about it. People don't want to admit that they're excited about the violence against Tesla, but look, he can't even hide it.
Vandalizing Tesla vehicles, new Tesla vehicles. Please don't vandalize. Don't ever vandalize Tesla vehicles. And so,
yeah, so you saw that? Come on, we're not stupid. We're not kids. We know what that was, especially after the crowd started laughing again. So again, people are rooting for this to be the thing. They're rooting for this. Celebrities are rooting for now all the Teslas to be out. I'm not one of those guys. I would love to buy another one.
You know, the average American makes $66,000 a year. We're close to $40,000 in debt. You said to me in our last interview, we won't have a country unless we fix it now. Can you explain why this is so important that we identify all this waste?
Yes, the government the government waste and fraud is so high that it's causing a $2 trillion annual deficit. So that's $2,000 billion of waste and fraud that's happening, and the cost of our debt has gotten so high that just the interest payments on the debt exceed the entire military budget, and it was just growing out of control. So the country was going bankrupt. It's just, you know, country is no different from a person. If a country overspends and doesn't spend wisely, just like a person, a country will go bankrupt. So the reason I'm here is because I'm I'm very worried about America going bankrupt due to the corruption and waste. And if we don't do something about it, the ship of America is going to sink. And we're all on that ship, you know. And this may be a message to, you know, people out there who have, you know, are wealthy, have a lot of means, or control companies. It's like, just remember, we're all in ship America here. If your company is not going to exist if the ship of America sinks, and we should do everything we possibly can to ensure that America is strong for far into the future.